not going yet, I don't think. That was
yeah, me neither.
kind of an early start, couple minutes early. All right. We're live. Beautiful.
Awesome.
All right, so welcome to Byfield, Massachusetts, home of the Triton Vikings, here for a match between the Ipswich Tigers and the Triton Vikings girls softball team. I'm Patrick Heffernan, joined by Catherine Quigley today. And we have Eric Gundrum in the house as well, doing our stats for us. Catherine, welcome back.
Thank you.
How's it feel to be sitting up on top of the van watching a bunt attempt? There's the out of first.
It's a little different. I'm so used to being in the field and now being able to watch it. It's like, I feel like my dad, because my dad told me, he was like, there's only 2 things you can't do better than I can. You can do this better, you can coach a team better, but you can't find a better wife and kids. And
there you go.
Like, well, can't fight that, I guess.
No, you can't fight that. That is absolutely true. But, yeah, no chance to enjoy this. It's a great view from up here.
Oh, totally.
And did that hit her? It looked like it. I guess it went behind her. Nope.
Guess not.
Runner advances. And we got no, it did hit her, yeah. So a hit batsman. And we'll have runners at the corners with only one out here in the top of the first. Game started a little bit early, so apologies. Sending her back because it hit her, so she can't advance.
Right.
But we got senior night here tonight. It's the ceremonies will happen after the game, but we have some things to talk about all the seniors for. And you must have played with some of these seniors when you were here.
I played with only the second baseman who broke her wrist. Oh, it's number 5, Izzy? She's out there?
Izzy
She broke her wrist. Well, she did, but she was out for a couple games. But she was on varsity when I was a junior.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yep. She's quite an athlete. She was a soccer player as well. Is a soccer player, and just got a soccer boosters scholarship this week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awarded to her. Yep. So and she's heading off to I can't remember where next year, although I have it written down. So. St. Lawrence varsity to play varsity soccer at St. Lawrence.
Right, and then our left fielder today, Emily, got the boosters for Salisbury.
Oh, nice.
For the baseball softball club, and she's going to UMass Lowell.
Oh, senior as well. So that's
yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, we got it's a different team than the team that you played with because that team was stacked.
Yeah,
that team was crazy talented.
Yeah.
And you had, you were really the only pitcher for that team, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that who we have on the mound right now, Mallory Johnson.
She's a freshman.
She's a freshman, and I'm pretty sure she's been pretty much the only pitcher.
Yeah, we have a backup, Grace Romine. She's a sophomore, I believe, but Mallory's been pretty sound on the mound for us so far. So we keep her there for most games, and if we're up by a lot, we'll put Grace Romine in, and she does a good job as well.
There's a foul ball, and once Mr. Gundrum gets himself going, we'll have a better balls and strikes count, but for the moment, he's just trying to catch up to a game that started early.
Right.
So when Ipswich gets out in the field, they will also be starting a freshman on the mound. So, so it looks like these two teams get to face each other the next 4 years, seeing the same pitchers. So
right.
Foul ball off the dugout. So still just the one out with runners at second and third. Now, when you pitched the first inning, was that a shaky inning for you, or did you always feel confident? Always.
Always. Because I usually never knew what to expect, unless we had already played the team before. But even still, you never know. So I always got pretty shooken up in the first.
And then settled right down.
Right.
And crushed it after that. So
yeah.
So the base is loaded now with just the one out that came on the fielder's choice, the second batter that was up. Low and inside from Mallory. So this team coming in, Ipswich, is only 3-7, but they had a good quality win against Linfield. So not sure what we'll get out of them today. Yeah,
we varsity lost the first time against Linfield, but then on Memorial Day, it was a very, very close game. But Izzy O'Donnell slid into home at the very last second, and we ended up winning.
11-10.
Yeah, it was such a good game to watch.
And that was Triton's last game, so they're coming in on a bit of a winning streak. Ipswich, on the other hand, had their last game was a loss. I want to say to Georgetown, so they're coming in looking to get back on top with a win here. Triton can't give it to them, but they're looking for it. That's a bit low too, and gets away, and it could be a run that comes in. And there we go, first run comes across the plate on we'll call that a pass ball, I think.
Yeah.
seriously have a book's worth of stuff here.
Awesome.
The plus side to everybody watching these games is that everybody then wants to make sure you're well prepared for the next one. So I got input from all over the place for this game, which is fantastic. And that's a great shot, but foul.
Definitely put the third base coach on his toes.
Right, so Ipswich coming in with a loss to Georgetown, 13-1 in their last game. And they face Rockport next, only 3-7 on the year. But they have a 1-0 lead here. Top of the first.
Yep.
2 on. Great shot. Going to be foul as well. So when you were pitching and a girl, pulled the ball twice like that, did you try and put it on the outside of the plate on it? Yeah.
Definitely shooting the outside. Yeah. Although I got lucky, I had a really knowledgeable catcher, so she always knew how to read the batter, so I didn't have to think about it. She would just...
Ooh, that was a good pitch.
Was really tight on the inside, but that was a good pitch.
And catching for Triton today is...
We have Haley Harris behind there,
number 7. Harris.
She is a sophomore. She's been very sound behind the plate.
She's been sound behind the plate, and she's got 3 home runs. Actually, the most on the team this year.
Yeah.
So... She leads Triton with 3 on the season.
Right.
She's probably already thinking about hitting one today. So that's going to walk in a run on a hit by pitch. So 2-0 for the Tigers. And Johnson looking a little shook up in the first inning.
I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never liked hitting girls. I always felt so discouraged, but it's going to leave a good bruise.
So you're saying you didn't use a lot of brushback pitches and didn't try to go inside too often? Then?
I just didn't like giving away free bases.
Yeah.
That was my biggest fear was giving away free bases.
So looking for a nice ground into a double play here because just the 1 out with the bases loaded. The pitch is a little bit low. The infield that was behind you when you were on the mound was fantastic. You
my God.
Just incredible talent. It was Emily Carvallis was on that team.
Yep.
You had Paige Volpone was on that team.
She wasn't on the team.
Oh, sorry.
Bridget Sheehan.
Bridget Sheehan. That's
right.
There's a pop.
That's by Grace.
There's a catch. Nice.
That would have been an infield fly.
Who else was in your infield? There was Mia Barandino at first base.
Mia at first. Colleen McCarthy at third. Faye Pecos behind the mound. And our outfield was also super well. We had Grace McGonigal in center, Eve Pecos in right, and Molly Kimball in left.
And Molly Kimball, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely a season to remember.
I think I was confusing Colleen McCarthy and Paige Volpone. That
would be, Emily Carvallis is bringing in the dogs behind home plate. That's her. Me and her coach the JV team together with Mike Roberge.
Oh, nice. Okay. How's the JV team doing?
Pretty good. Not too bad. Closing in on the season.
So 2 strikes now on the batter with 2 outs. Base is still loaded. A little bit low on that pitch. 2-2 count now. So the little pop-up to third and the fielder's choice are the only 2 outs here with the bases loaded. If they only get 2 runs, and it's a shot first, steps on the plate, on the base, and there we go.
Senior Gabby McKendry, number 13.
Gabby McKendry's having a pretty good season too. I don't think she's been starting at first all the time.
No.
But she's definitely had a good season. So
yeah.
So the lineup coming up for the Triton Vikings, which I think I have right here. Leading off, it'll be Izzy Oldoni.
Yeah.
And she's playing center field. Izzy Reiniger, who's our second baseman tonight, a senior. We'll talk about her later. Kyla Story.
Kyla Story.
Kyla Story. Is third, and then Mallory Johnson, the pitcher, is your cleanup. Indigaro coming up. She's playing in left field tonight,
yep.
And then is it Haley Harris?
Yeah, Haley Harris.
Haley Harris catching. Olivia Kirakopoulos is the designated batter, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Grace Romine, and then McKendry, who we just saw, and then wrapping it all up. Number 1, Johnson. Who is Johnson?
Emily Johnson. She was our left fielder today, but Olivia will be hitting for her.
Okay. Excellent. And then Paige Levitt called up to varsity for this game, which is nice. Also a basketball player, so I'm partial to the basketball players.
Yeah, she's a great JV player.
Very partial to basketball players. So let's talk about the coaches. So it's Alan Noyes, Second year as a head coach, so you didn't have him.
I didn't, but I was on the hiring committee to hire him. He's a super knowledgeable guy, probably the most knowledgeable our program has ever seen, to say the least. And his assistant coach Daryl is also super knowledgeable. They're great guys.
And he coached at Drake at High as a head coach for a while. So here's Izzy Aldoni, takes a little bit outside, but called a strike on the first pitch. So she was the one that scored the winning run the other night, huh?
Yeah, slid right into home. She also, first pitch. Nice
shot. That's going to go.
Hello.
That's going to go at least over their heads. All the way to the fence. Got time to get to second. And she's going to stand up.
Nice.
Beautiful. Stand-up double, hands on her hips, saying, hey, I deserve to be right here. Good for her.
First pitch of the Linfield game, first inning. She was the first batter up, right into left field for a home run. She's been super, super good at the plate this year.
We've got all the stats on them that we'll get to a little bit later, and I would give them to Mr. Gundrum, have him update them all the time, but that wouldn't be fair. Another good pitch to hit. This one's just going to go, she's going to tagged at first by the first baseman. Izzy will advance, though. So Izzy also played varsity volleyball, so we get to watch her and call her games this season, which was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really good player.
Yeah.
So that was Izzy Reiniger that grounded out to first, and now we have Kyla Story at the plate.
That was a nice inside pitch, but he's not going to call it.
You recognize the or were there certain umpires that you liked and didn't like? It's safe to say you're sitting way out here. It's okay. That's a beautiful hit.
Nice.
That's going to score a run, 2-1 now for Triton.
That was Kyla
Story. This pitcher's giving every batter something to hit. You know,
right.
It's not. She's not all over the place. So
yeah.
Again, the freshman for Ipswich. At the plate now is Mallory Johnson, Triton's pitcher.
It's always nice to see a pitcher who's a number 4 hitter. It's kind of not usually seen in high school or even in college sports either. Usually pitchers don't hit that much.
We'll get to your hitting later. Just think about hitting. So pitcher to bat, it's a beautiful pitch. Got to be a strike. Yep. So Johnson with the 1 out and 1 on first. That's a bit inside. 2-2 now. Freshman to freshman. Here we go. That's another pitch to hit. Chance to turn 2.
Play,
not in time. Nope. Got some wheels going down the line, so she got there fast enough, so it's 2 outs. Indigaro up now.
Yeah.
Indigaro. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Indigaro. All right. Field hockey player, too, apparently.
Yeah.
Chance to play it in. She gets the out there. So Triton gets 1 back, though. Some good hitting by Aldoni and Kyla Story to drive her in. And so it's 2-1. Now's the time to just settle down, right? Right. So as a pitcher, you got that first inning out of your system. Now you just come out and you just mow them down,
and she's seen most of the batters, too, so if she remembers what they did last inning and if Haley can place them well, I think the infield and outfield do their job. It should be a quick inning.
And Haley, so she played volleyball here at Triton as well, but she's a freshman, too, right? Or
Haley Harris is a sophomore.
Sophomore, okay. So your catcher your whole 3 years of playing, was it the same
No,
girl?
So my freshman and sophomore year, I had Olivia Doan, who was the starting catcher. She was great behind the plate, and then we didn't have anybody else for our position, so I had asked one of the outfielders, Faye Pecos, if she would try catching because she was a very coachable kid, and we just needed somebody who could be disciplined behind the plate, and that was her, and she did a great job.
You said she was pretty good at reading the batters and sort of setting you up.
Definitely.
So yeah. That's. I mean, I would think that's the kind of talent you have to build up over the years. It doesn't just sort of come right away. So
yeah.
So leading off for Ipswich is going to be Alex Culinary, one of the captains. senior who's going to Grove City College. And you have any idea where Grove City College is?
No idea, I'm going to be honest.
Apparently it's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
So you learn something new.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. And I was chatting with the team before the game, the Ipswich team. No other sport is the opposing team. Do they show up and want to, like, tell you about themselves and have a little chat? Like basketball, volleyball, soccer, Softball, they're like, yeah, we'll tell you what's up. It's nice.
That's funny.
It was really nice, actually. So, yeah. It's a very different culture for every team sport I'm learning over all these years.
Yeah.
That's a chance to put one out right away.
Nice.
Nice job. Fly out to left field by Culinary, sorry. Somewhere in this list I have their next batter, but we'll get it from Mr. Gundrum anyway. First pitch a little bit high. Annabelle Morris now at the plate. This is their pitcher, the freshman.
Oh.
Up now. Again, chance for these two girls to see each other for 4 years. That's a great shot. Nice little single into center, but it gets by the center fielder. Chance for two. Here comes the throw, a little bit off. So we're going to call that a double.
Yeah.
We're not calling that an error, official scorekeeper. Just kind of slipped by our center fielder.
Yeah.
Izzy, right?
Yep.
So 1 on, 1 out. Nice pitch. A little bit
That was
inside
a nice
again.
Inside pitch.
We got super lucky with this weather.
Yeah, I know.
Definitely afraid. And a little bit low going. Here's the throw. Nope, off the bag. Easy steal for Annabelle Morris. So my wife, Maureen, pointed out that it might thunderstorm and lightning us.
Oh.
Just because we're sitting on top of a metal can up here exposed, what's the danger, really? Bunt attempts, like this little suicide squeeze attempt there by Ipswich with 1 out. Batter steps in again. This is Lexi James at the plate. This is their third baseman, junior. Coach told me before the game this is somebody to look out for, so.
Oh.
Dangerous part of the order, I guess, up here right now. Runner at third and 1 out. Infield's in a little bit, but not too much. Pitch is a bit high, and she's going to walk.
I wonder what they're going to do with the Gerwin in second, if they'll cut it or shoot it through. I'd probably just cut it because I don't want to risk that run coming in since we're down 1.
But you know that she's going to go. You know, she's going to go on the first pitch. I mean, there's no. And the bunt attempt doesn't go. Chases her back to third, lets her get to second.
Yep.
Smart play all the way around. Ball was a bit high, so the girl brought it back, so still ball 1 on her. Question is she going to try that again? Nope.
Guess not. Oh, good stop by Haley.
Excellent stop. Saved a run right there, really.
Right, definitely.
And it's a long game, but you don't want to get down early.
Nope.
It's hard to climb out of.
Yeah.
Johnson, great pitch.
That was a really good pitch.
Wow. So the last game we called, and I believe it was Hamilton Wenham they were playing, their catcher was fearless in throwing that ball down to third base.
Wow.
Every single time. Which is a lot of confidence in the third baseman that's
definitely.
not going to drop any one of those throws.
Right.
But almost after every pitch, it seemed. That's a good shot, and that's going to go in the center. It's going to score 1, possibly 2. They waved her around, throws in. She's going to be out.
Oh,
she's out at the plate.
Throw.
Fantastic. Izzy Oldoni with the arm all the way in. Gets her out. Fantastic. Nice. And I bet she feels like she made up for the little mistake earlier because she got that girl at home.
Yep.
That is excellent. But they still drive in a run with that.
Right.
A double by Rowan Galanis, also a captain. Or is she at the plate now, Galanis? Oh, she's at the plate now. All right. So 3-1. Ipswich with the lead here. Top of the second. At the plate now is swing and a miss on that. Katie Beckeritis This is their freshman catcher, so it's a freshman
Wow.
catcher and a freshman pitcher on this team.
Young team for, young team for both teams.
And a young coach. It's his first year coaching varsity.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's actually his first year coaching varsity, too.
Oh, really?
Throw to third, a little bit high, a little off the plate, or off the bag. Yeah. So, yeah, he said he's coached. His daughter is one of these. I think it's James. So, Lexi James. So, he's coached a lot of these girls coming up in the youth, and so this is his first year as a head coach here at Ipswich. That was a great pitch.
Yeah.
Thought that was going to get by her. 2 outs now, and the inning started off with that little pop up to left field. Looked like it might be a 1-2-3 inning, and Ipswich still got a run out of it. And with 2 out, there's a runner on third.
Yeah.
Chance
It's
to catch that and put it away,
Gabby.
and there we go. So Gabby McKendry again records the out to end the half inning, and we'll go into the bottom of the second, down 3-1. And Eric will tell us who's coming up for Triton. Again, I got all their stats, and it's amazing when you look at it. I mean, this team hits the ball like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you got Kyla Story, a freshman, 21 hits. She's come in 17, 3 triples.
That's crazy.
8 doubles to lead the team in both of those categories, and batting .601, which is just insane. Actually, you have a lot of batters, batting well over 400 on this team. So,
and most of the batters that have really great averages are all either freshmen or sophomores. So it's going to be great for the next couple of years here.
Yep. Freshman Kyla Story, that we just said had the 3 triples and 8 doubles. The freshman Mallory Johnson, who's the pitcher with 17 RBIs on the season to lead the team. And then the sophomore Haley Harris with the 3 home runs.
Right.
And then Izzy Reiniger with 11 walks to lead the team, which is that shows you there's your senior wisdom right there. Knows how to sit around. So Haley Harris is going to be leading off for us today for the bottom of the second inning. And then she'll be followed by Kirakopoulos and Romine.
Sounds like a bunch of hits.
It does sound like, doesn't it? Yeah. We got to see a home run. That's what we're out here for. I mean, that's what the fans paid for. They want to see. There's a fan section over there ready to catch the ball.
Yep.
Definitely remember a few going out the last time we were here a couple seasons ago. So. So Triton's catcher Haley Harris at the plate. Nothing to hit there. Were there certain batters that you remember in the Cal that you just never wanted to pitch against?
Yes, there was definitely, and they're all mostly from either North Reading or Amesbury. Us, Triton, Amesbury, and North Reading were always the teams to beat, so I always had to remember which girls to stay away from and which girls I could pitch at. If I was a pitcher, I would stay away from Haley Harris.
Yeah. Well, she's got 2 strikes on her now. That second pitch was a bit low, but called a strike. So 1 and 2 on Harris. And tough. Her first at bat of the game. Usually it takes a couple at bats to get warmed up too.
Yeah.
Not too many batters that just come right out of the gate swinging hard. But
nice.
look at that. That is going to be between them. Yeah, it is. Drops in between left field and center, and Harris is going to dig it out, come around.
Nice.
Another stand-up double. So Harris gets her way all the way around. She's going to set up Olivia Kirakopoulos for an RBI.
Yep.
The runner scoring position here.
And we have Reagan Haley, I believe, running for Haley Harris.
Nice. Yeah, they do. This coach loves throwing in the pinch runner.
I always had one.
No question about that. Yeah, this is Reagan Haley coming in. And Olivia Kirakopoulos, we saw a lot of her in the basketball season. She's a fantastic basketball player, was a varsity player, even as a sophomore.
Awesome.
She also plays soccer, plays for Legends Softball in Peabody.
Yeah, I think a bunch of our girls play for club teams, which is great. I mean, that's a great way to start and then build up.
And you must have played club or something when you?
Yeah, I played for the Northeast Hurricanes. And so does Skylar and Mallory. Not
nice.
Skylar.
Kirakopoulos drops one foul. Not by much. Looked like it was going to fall into left field and get that RBI she's looking for.
I think also Haley and Izzy, Olivia, and Skylar, they all play for an AAU club too, which is great. Most of the starters are all club girls. Hello.
Nearly took out the third base coach on that one.
Got a bencher for that.
He's going to re-up his life insurance after this game. So, yeah. Kirakopoulos gets ready. Here comes a pitch. Something to hit. Goes right to the shortstop. Easy throw to first. They're going to get her, but it's going to score the run. So the run's going to score 3-2 now with just the one out. And coming up next will be Indigaro.
Grace Romine, I think.
Oh, Grace Romine. You're right. Sorry. Getting ahead of myself. And then it'll be McKendry after that and Johnson to end out this inning. Well, hopefully they keep it going. So, all right.
Yeah.
Romine. That looked
Good
inside, and
pitch.
it was. Yeah. It's nice to see a lot of fans out here today. It's actually kind of fantastic. Beautiful Friday for a softball game.
Yeah.
And that we can be out here is fantastic.
Always.
Grace takes one right down the middle. She's actually seen 3 pretty good pitches here so far.
Yeah.
This pitcher, this Ipswich pitcher is kind of dialed in. I mean, she's throwing the ball over the plate for the most part.
Not many balls at all coming from her.
That one's going to be right to the second baseman. Little uncertain there. Not perfectly
got the job
smooth.
done.
Yeah, definitely got the job done with 2 outs now, and McKendry coming to the plate.
Oh, it's Gavin McKendry's birthday today as well.
Oh, nice. All right, little birthday home run. Here we go. A little bit inside, but that one's a strike. So that was not a strike to Romine, but it was a strike right there to Gabby. Bit low, 1-1 now. Yeah, this pitcher hasn't missed much, and I feel, Mallory Johnson's hit a couple batters, so she definitely is, when she settles in,
yeah,
should be good. 2-1 now. That one's going to go off the first baseman's glove. So she's going to reach on an error by the first baseman.
Nice.
And, this field from a week ago when we were here is just in better condition. It was so windy, and the field was so dry for the first game we were able to cover this season. There were times when the wind was just blowing the sand right up in the girls' faces.
Yeah.
But that was she just misread it, I think, off the ground.
Right.
And, so Emily Johnson now a chance to keep this inning alive.
I think it's Izzy Oldani because
is it Oldani?
Emily
you're right. I'm
Johnson
misreading
isn't
that.
hitting.
Sorry. Yep, Izzy Oldani. Sorry. We're all confused. Well, you're not confused, but 2 of us up here are a bit confused. It's all right. We'll learn. A little bit inside. Looks her back at first.
The catcher behind the plate's pretty good too.
She is, and their catcher. Oldani.
It's a nice shot, just short.
Bobbled it there. She's safe. She's safe.
Nice.
So 2 errors by the first baseman and 1 by the shortstop, and Triton's got runners on first and second. So their catcher is also a freshman. So
wow,
battery of freshmen right now. So 2 outs. Izzy Reiniger at the plate. I think she grounded out to first in her first at bat, and Mr. Gundram confirms. And she's not a ground out to first kind of player, so
yeah.
See some hits here.
Nice pitch.
Swinging a mitch. That was a good pitch. Yeah.
This Ipswich pitcher paints the corners really well.
That's a great pitch, too.
Pitch.
Wow. She's got a very exaggerated sort of warm-up motion kind of thing.
A little bit, yeah.
Low.
with that kind of windup, I feel like you don't have much stamina because you're up and down and up and down. It's just you're wasting all that potential.
That's a pitch to hit.
Yeah.
It's going to be a foul back to the stands. All right, Izzy, come on. Let's get something here. Chance to bring in a couple runs. Fouls that one away as well.
Definitely protecting the plate up there. If I were the pitcher, I'd throw one nice on the outside corner to see if I'd draw a swing. See what she does.
Yep. That's what she did,
Almost.
but she got a little tip on it, so. So 3-2 here in the top of the second. Or sorry, bottom of the second. Ipswich up. Triton a chance to get a couple more here, though. And Izzy's going to look at strike 3. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
She actually came inside on her and froze her. So.
Right.
So Triton will go down on a strikeout, and that'll end the second, and Ipswich keeps that 1-run lead, 3-2. Both teams hitting pretty well.
Yeah.
Triton getting the advantage of a couple of errors to get girls on base.
Right.
That time. So as a pitcher, when you saw something like that happen, you saw your shortstop make a mistake like that, or the first baseman. Well, I mean,
it's definitely hard because you're like, oh, that could have been an out. That could have been an out. It's all a mental game, so as long as you think to yourself, I can only control what I do on the mound. It's just a better mindset. You can't control what anybody else does, but what you throw to the catcher. So
how many times in the course of a game did you have to tell yourself that?
Luckily, I had probably the best infield and outfield in the whole entire league. So my sophomore and junior year, I really did not have to think, have that mindset that often.
That's true. I forgot about that. Yes, you did have an all-star cast behind you.
Definitely.
No doubt. And are you still playing now at all, or what are you doing?
So I was committed to play softball at college up in Maine, and then with Corona and everything and all their travel restrictions, I ended up going to Northern Essex for the spring semester, and now I'm off to Salem State in the fall.
Nice.
Hopes to play softball there.
Excellent. Oh, fantastic. Salem State has one of the nicer facilities. I mean,
it's such a beautiful campus.
Yeah. Nice, excellent. Family be able to get to see all your games.
Definitely.
It's close enough by. So Cassidy Smith up now for.
That's one of my JV players. Nice.
Decided not to catch the ball, but scream and run away from it instead. So this is Cassidy Smith, also a senior captain for Ipswich, going to Gordon College next year. And 2 straight foul balls to the left side by her. And how's the Salem State team? Are they pretty good?
Yeah, they're pretty good. I have a couple of friends that I played on club ball that are also on the team, so I'll see some familiar faces, hopefully.
Excellent. A little bit of a cricket pitch there from Mallory Johnson. That happens sometimes. The ball just rolls out of your hand a little too early.
Yeah, been there, done that.
But on an 0-2 count, why not?
Right.
A little bit outside, bring it to 2-2.
Yeah.
So top of the third, 3-2.
Nice. Haley sitting up for the outside corner.
Oh, she
was that
went.
Called? Yep.
Oh, yeah, she went.
Beautiful.
Cassidy Smith down on a strikeout. That's probably the second or third of the game for Mallory Johnson.
Yeah.
Caroline Spencer now at the plate. A junior for Ipswich. Ball gets away from the catcher. That was her first strikeout? No kidding. All right. Sometimes in these games you get excited about things and you sort of lose track of the actual metrics, but that's all right. Metrics don't matter. That's a beautiful pitch for a strike. So Mallory Johnson settling in a little bit here. And that's going to drop. No. Nice, what a great catch.
Natalie.
Fantastic catch out there in right field.
Holy cow.
She's laughing because I think she wasn't sure she was going to get to it. Oh, that was excellent.
Definitely.
I was calling that thing dropping, and she just got there on time and got her glove on. And beautiful. 2 outs now in the inning. Nobody on for the Ipswich Tigers. Mallory Johnson settled in a bit. Great shot, though. Just pulled that ball beautifully out to left field.
Nice throw.
Good throw into Izzy. Maddie Richards now at the plate for Ipswich, takes a strike. Maddie Richard, I should say. Also a captain going to UMaine next year. They're all pretty much staying local, except for Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I guess so.
Bit low. Runners held at first. Doesn't seem to be as anxious to steal.
Yeah.
See what happens here on the 1-1 count.
She said...
Somebody's got to be able to catch that. Yep,
That's
Izzy's
Izzy
back.
Oh, almost.
And dropped Izzy Oldoni with the throw to third. It's close. Going to be very close, but she's safe. She gets in there under the tag. So I think Izzy was backing up as she was trying to catch that. It was just a little bit off.
Yeah. It's hard to take such a sharp angle when you're at that position.
And everyone was closing in on her as well. And good for Izzy for scooping that ball up and gutting it to third. She almost got her. But now we got runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Yeah. We started off the inning pretty strong, though, but the Tigers came roaring back.
Well, let's hope we quiet down right here. So there's a strike. Runner advances to second. And at the plate now is Maddie De La Monica, captain going to Merrimack. So it's the parade of captains here.
Yep.
Foul ball, 2 strikes. So she's got her 0-2 now. I can't remember what she did the last time she was at bat, but just needs to settle down and get her out. Right to the pitcher, Johnson.
Nice.
To McKendry, and that'll end the top half of the 3rd inning. So after looking like they weren't going to do anything, then suddenly threatening, the Ipswich Tigers not able to take advantage of the error on Izzy Reiniger, and now we'll go into the bottom of the 3rd, 3-2. So did you prefer those games? Because we saw mostly games where you just blew the other teams out.
Honestly,
did you prefer those games, or did you prefer the really close down to the last
If I'm going to be I'd love to say that I loved a good challenge, but I'm going to be completely honest. I loved having a nice, easy win.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
When your teammates were jacking them over the fence again and again and again and again, it's a good feeling.
We had such a good offensive team that, like, I had no worries ever. And defensively, obviously, but... having a team hit the first inning and start off really well, it took so much pressure off of me to perform in the field.
Right. Yeah, and actually, now that you say that, perform in the field, so how did you, I mean, as a pitcher, your first, second, third, fourth, 10th job is just put the ball over the plate, get girls out.
Yes.
But how did you feel about your own ability to play the position as a fielder? I mean, were you comfortable out there?
Yeah, I actually, I kind of liked it. Oh.
Kyla Story with a nice shot. She's going to easily get to first. Good leadoff hit on the first pitch. Let's get the bats roaring here.
Yep.
Kyla Story had the hit in the RBI earlier in the game. Now Mallory Johnson at the plate. And there's going to be an out.
Nice snag from the first baseman.
Good play by the first baseman who had that error in the last inning.
Right.
But that'll be 1 out. And Natalie Indigaro. And she's going to pop one to third for an easy out.
Yep.
So 3 pitches, 1 girl on and 2 outs, just like that. They're definitely not making Ipswich's pitcher throw them a lot of stuff.
No.
And now it's Haley Harris to the plate. So we know she had a shot last inning.
Right. Hopefully she can do it again and drive Kyla on first home.
Deep enough ball and she'll be able to. That'll be low.
Oh.
No, that'll be a strike. Okay.
Huh.
Some umpires got a low inside strike zone.
Yeah.
Which I guess once you get used to, you get used to. But
yeah. I don't think low and inside is a good pitch to throw to Haley. She just cranked that out of the park.
Here it comes again, though. She hits it, and it's going to go and go and go and be gone.
Is it
foul or fair?
Foul
ball.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
Oh, that was hard to tell.
It was like right on the line, too.
Oh, that's tough.
I know.
You want to extend that line a little
Right,
bit out
I know.
there, you know? Oof. So Haley Harris pulls one, but just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But now there's 2 strikes on her because that first pitch that was low was a strike. And she's got to swing at that one.
Another foul ball.
Now they're making this pitcher work. Come on.
Right.
Let's get something out of it here. Harris up, going to be followed by Kirakopoulos if she can get on base. Again, a foul ball.
Yeah.
So she's faced more pitches than all the batters before her.
Right, definitely.
Yep. So she's making it work, but let's get something out of it here.
Right.
Get another one she can hit out. That was a bit inside.
Good hold.
2-2 now on Harris. In the dirt, runner's going. She's better slide. She's in there safe. Nicely done.
Wow.
Nicely done. Kyla Story with the steal. Puts herself in running and scoring position. And now it's a full count too on Harris. And that one's going to go up, and it might drop, and it will drop.
Yep.
And Kyla Story's going to come around and score.
Nice.
And we got a tie ball game, 3-3 in the bottom of the third. So Harris, another good. I think that's her second RBI. All I know is she's playing really well tonight.
Definitely.
Kirakopoulos at the plate now, who popped up last time.
And Reagan Haley again, who will be running for Haley Harris.
It's a designated role for Reagan, so it's good. Kirakopoulos, the lefty at the plate. Good pitch, good swing. That one's going to be a pop. That's out. So that's going to end the inning, but the Triton Vikings will tie it up in the bottom of the third, score another run. So just steady, drip, drip, 1 run an inning.
Yep.
Trying to keep pace with the Tigers. So now they need to come out and shut them down.
Right.
And so talking about the seniors, it is senior night. Emily, is it Emily Johnson?
Johnson, yeah.
Johnson going to UMass Lowell next year. Katie
Malhoit.
Katie Malhoit, right, going to UNH. Izzy Reiniger going to St. Lawrence to play varsity or to play soccer for them.
Yeah.
And then Gabby, is that Gabby McKendry? Yeah.
Gabby McKendry.
Gabby McKendry, Curry College. She'll be playing soccer in college as well. So a couple soccer players out here and basketball players. You played mostly softball, right? When you were here
softball and volleyball.
And volleyball, okay.
Yep.
I will tell you, volleyball was fantastic this year. I had not seen a high school volleyball game and since I can't remember. And this year's team had Mia Barandino, of course, on the team, and
she's crazy.
and Molly Kimball.
Yep.
And they were a force.
Definitely.
It was fantastic. So again, we got a good crowd here. A lot of people, a lot of students on a Friday night, which is nice.
Yeah.
I know the baseball game is, I think it's also against Ipswich, but I think it's at home in Rowley.
Oh, at Eris, yeah.
Just a better field than the field we have here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So leading off for the Ipswich Tigers will be Alex Colinaria. I hope I'm saying that right. Culinary. You threw an extra A on the end there. Mr. Gundrum messing me up here. Ball 1. She popped up to right field her last time out. So, see what she does here this time.
That was a nice inside pitch from Mallory.
Some umpire likes the inside, so keep going there.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Just keep going there.
Once you figure out what the umpires like and what they call strikes, you just got to keep hitting that spot.
2-1 now on Culinary. In the dirt.
Nice stop by Haley.
She's having a good game, Haley Harris.
Definitely.
She's doing all right. Triton's totally in this. Top of the fourth, 3-3. That'll be a walk. So Triton coming into this game is 5-5. With this game tonight, and then the last game of the season is next Monday against Newburyport. I hope to be here for that. Coach coming out to talk to his pitcher. So Newburyport's record, I believe, is 7-0, if I remember that, looking it up. It's on one of my sheets on here.
Wow.
So that, so it's a rivalry game, of course, because
Definitely.
it's Newburyport.
Yeah.
And then when they're 7-0, that sort of adds to the challenge of it. And they beat Triton. I'm sorry, Newburyport's only 6-4. I take that back. But they beat Triton 11-10 all the way back on May 6th. So, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
In a season like this, that's a really long time ago.
Definitely.
And they're only 6-4. So going into the game, Triton could be 6-5, and looking good and ready to play against a team that probably is, if they only lost by one last time, it's about as evenly matched as it gets.
Right.
And now we have a pitching change coming in. Johnson's going to take a break, and coming in now for the Triton Vikings, number 16, Grace Romine, to pitch the fourth inning, and we'll see what happens after that. Now Johnson's going to move to, probably third base?
I think so, yeah. She's a very versatile player. She's a great center fielder, great infielder. She can play pretty much anywhere you put her.
And now, did you ever see Romine? You never saw Romine pitch because you were
No, unfortunately, I wasn't able to.
Yep. And we don't have any of the pitching stats, but that's all right. Not looking at you for that. Sorry, didn't mean that, Eric. I meant from the team. We just have the batting stats, not the pitching stats. At least as far as that, that's all I got. So, are the Johnson sisters, or they just happen to both be Johnsons?
Just happen to both be
Johnsons.
Johnsons.
Happen to both be Johnsons. So, all right. So at bat, Annabelle Morris now. This is the freshman pitcher for Ipswich, who had a double and a single so far in this game. Here's the throw down to second in time. Strike on that first pitch. So this pitcher's having a pretty good game, too, at the plate with a double and a single. So see what happens here with nobody out, runner on second. Romine to pitch. That ball's coming across the plate pretty fast.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good. 2 strikes now on Annabelle. No. Yeah, Annabelle Morris. Romine to pitch. In the dirt. Good stop by Harris. Another one in the dirt. There's a throw to third.
Almost.
Definitely in time, but not quite. Good slide. Good slide into third by the runner there.
Yeah.
A lot of close plays today, though.
Definitely a lot, yeah.
So 2-2, nobody out. Runner on third and a tie ball game. Do you go home if it's in the infield? If the hit's in the infield, are you going home? Because you know the runner's going.
Oh, yeah. I was seeing what Alan was going to do with the play. Yeah, you got to look the runner at third and see if she moves, and then you throw to first. But if she attempts, you got to throw it down to home. I think he's trying to challenge that call, but I don't think he's going to get anything.
Yeah. There's no replay out here. There's no.
Yeah, no.
I don't think we have the camera. And the camera angles, I'm sure, are fantastic today, and we definitely need to get the names of the crew. I know Ben is. I know Ben's directing for us as always. Bunt.
Nice bunt.
Beautifully done. Home. Suicide in there. Safe.
Almost.
Wasn't able to get the throw down. So the suicide squeeze works for Ipswich. Yep. And they end up with a 4-3 lead now in the top of the fourth. Runner on, but nobody out. Up now is Lexi James, This is the coach's daughter. She squares to bunt, doesn't go, throw to second. Got to be in time. No, ball pops out. Base pops out as well. Base on the ball and everything's flying all over the place now. So
great throw by Haley.
That doesn't look super safe.
No.
Base kind of moving around a little too much out there. So I think that's one of the challenges in softball is that unless you've got a catcher with just a rifle of an arm, it's you know, a single is two bases almost all the time.
Right.
It's pretty rare that a girl gets held all the time, and it just makes it a tougher game because a girl is in scoring position almost as soon as she gets to first.
Right.
Got to get the grounds crew out here. So Triton a little off its game at the moment. You know, giving up that run to start off the top of this inning. Oh, okay. But if they can sort of hold on here and not let any more damage come through, you know, then they should be okay.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of softball left to play. I've used to watching the games where it's a blowout, and so we're sitting here thinking, how many more innings will we get before this is over?
Right.
But this time it's definitely close. So crew tonight is Ben Javrin and Parker Hartigan are actually sharing the director responsibilities.
Oh, awesome.
So this is an exciting game here that you're here. So that, you know, Catherine, that's what it says, that you show up for a game and they're like, hey, we need 2 directors on today. That's what we got going on. The alumni show up and they want to make sure they get it all right. And then Kyla McClellan and Jake LaFrance are our camera operators. And of course Bob Lathrop, who runs the whole thing and sets all this up for us, and of course Salisbury Community Television that loans us this van that we get to sit on top of and call the games from, which is awesome. It really is. Until there's eventually, you know, the ability to do this remotely and live from the stadium. Although obviously softball is going to have to be on top of a van here.
Yeah.
But your father's right. The view from here is kind of fantastic.
Right.
So
such a great view. You can see everything.
Unfortunately, what we're seeing right now is a 4-3.
Yeah.
You can't see the numbers. Yeah, Eric Undrum does point out that it is. And, of course, so many softball players have long hair that hangs down over their number. Makes it tough. But it's all right. Lexi James at the plate now. There's a swing and a miss. So she's got at least 2 strikes on her. Well, she can't have 3 or she'd be out, but I think it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I think so, too.
A little bit low. This runner deciding not to challenge Harris. And this is the top of the order here, so we've got to get some defense going. Great pitch. Here comes Romine. 1-2 pitch. A little bit high. And there's the throw to third. Got to be in time. She's got her. She's definitely.
Guess not. Guess not.
It was a great throw. I don't know if she didn't get it down fast enough or she just got under the tag quick enough. I don't know. It's not what we saw from here, but you know, the umpire's right there. So
right.
Now we got a runner on third. Again, no outs. Foul ball. So 1 run in already this inning, and Triton needs to hold it to that if they can.
Yeah.
Because Triton hasn't been really scoring in bunches themselves. Yeah, Triton's got to get the bats sort of stringing some together. I mean, there have been some good hits, but there just haven't been a bunch of them all in a row.
Yeah.
So we kind of need to see out of Triton when they get up here in the bottom of the 4th.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic
and great
pitch.
frame by Haley, too.
Fantastic pitch. Nice high fastball. No chance of catching up to that. And that's Romine's first strikeout. A little bit low, but that's where you want to throw that ball because just a little bit up, and that's going to be called a strike.
Definitely.
And Romine, just a sophomore herself. So, if these two pitchers combined can, sort of get it going for Triton.
Right.
There's a foul ball. 1-1 now. So did you pitched, and there wasn't a single game you didn't pitch, right?
Of all of my, I want to say 4, but I unfortunately didn't get my last season. All of my 3 years, there's only 3 games that I didn't pitch. 2 was my freshman year when we had the other pitch. Hard hit to the knee. 2 was because we had our other pitcher, and then I stepped in and I took over. And then my sophomore year had a medical emergency right before a game against Pentucket, and I couldn't pitch. So we had to string along 3 pitchers.
Oh, no.
We ended up winning, though. But
that's good.
Everyone was like, what is wrong?
Now, so who was the biggest rivalry for you? I know you mentioned North Reading and Amesbury. But, I mean, they were good, always good. But there's a difference between the teams that are always good and the teams that you're really a rival with.
I always, I always wanted to beat, not Pawtucket, North Reading. Always
Reading.
gunning for them, always. They were just such an amazing team. And beating them against senior night was, highlight of my career here, definitely.
Right.
Finally, after 3 years of facing them, and my last time doing it, I could finally beat them.
They're going to go, and they're going to go home, and this should definitely be an out. She's got her,
Beautiful.
and she's got her. Super well done. There's the play down to third. She's going to be safe there. Took a little bit too much time getting the ball down to third, but great play at the plate. Haley Harris with the tag. They'll get the second out of the inning. Excellent play. Excellent play there by who's our shortstop? Kyla Story. Excellent play to cut that off and go right home with it. Beautiful throw. Perfect tag.
Yep.
And so we go from no outs and a runner on third to 2 outs, still a runner on third, but the strikeout and the play at the plate. Even with the hit by pitch, it didn't do any damage so far.
No.
And this is Beckeritis at the plate for Ipswich, and it's their freshman catcher. That ball's inside.
Nice pitch.
And I think the coach is yelling that was a strike, and I think he's right. I mean, it's
been
called a strike so many times.
Right.
I'm not sure why it wasn't a strike on that one.
Yeah.
Big, high, long, ow, almost an out.
Almost.
Instead, it's just a long, loud foul.
Great attempt by Emily Johnson.
So left fielder Johnson can't quite get to it, but it was a really good play.
Yeah.
Next time. No more next time. Strike her out. Strike her out. What am I saying? I don't want to see that ball hit in the air like that again.
Yep.
Got 2 strikes on her. Let's get this one. A little bit high. Harris decides not to throw down.
Yeah.
Two strikes on her. Runner on third. Oh, and she strikes her out. And so Romine's going to get out of the inning with just the 1 run given up.
Yep.
After being a no outs and a runner on third. So
Yep.
and a hit
Great
by
work.
pitch, but a couple of strikeouts by Romine and a fantastic play at the plate by Kyla Story, cutting off the throw to second and then catching the runner, trying to steal home, and a great tag by Haley Harris to put that away. So Triton comes alive there. Really fantastic. And how much does that, as a batter, how much does that sort of fire you up when the play in the field is that good?
If the dugout's loud and everybody's hype and everybody's cheering each other on, it just creates such a different environment at the plate. And even when I was pitching too, and everybody was on their game and everybody was cheering each other on, especially the girls who weren't in the field in the dugout, they were always amazing and cheering each other on. So that just it creates such a different environment.
Well, so we're going to go into the bottom of the 4th. Triton has scored a run in every inning, but just one. And so Ipswich has had a couple and then 1-1. So what they need to do now is let's just go on a run here. Let's just rack up 6 or 7 runs, put a little distance between Triton and Ipswich. Leading off, it's going to be Grace Romine for Triton. She was out on an infield hit last time up. And then following Romine, it'll be Gabby McKendry, and then back to the top of the order with Izzy Aldoni.
Yeah.
So here comes Romine. Same pitcher on the mound there for Ipswich, which I thought before she threw, and then when I see that windup, I'm pretty sure I know that pitcher. So
yeah.
First pitch was a ball. Second pitch was a strike. Nope.
Good framework, though, from the catcher.
Okay. This is a low strike zone all the way around.
Yep, definitely.
Romine looks at a nice pitch down the middle. Be 2-1 now. So if we can get a couple runners on, we'll go back to the top of our order, which would be fantastic.
Yep.
For Eldoni, and that's got to be low. It's ball 3.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with getting a walk.
Nope.
And there'll be at least 1 or 2 pitches in the dirt with a chance to advance a second. So right down, no,
nice.
Not down the middle. Nice, beautiful. So a leadoff walk for Triton, and Gabby McKendry coming to the plate. That's the first walk that so that's the first walk that's kind of surprising. Not that she's been all over the place.
No,
she's
but
actually
that's very impressive.
She's really put the ball. She's given Triton a chance to hit the ball all the time.
Right.
Only a couple strikeouts at most.
Yep.
Now we got a pinch runner.
That's Paige Levitt from the playing up from JV today. Base running for Grace Romine.
Paige Levitt, a junior, an excellent basketball player. So McKendry at the plate now. That's in and out of play. So you've coached Paige then at the what position does Paige play for the JV team?
She is so versatile. She's either our pitcher or left field, center field, or third base, even shortstop. She's incredibly versatile. Great coachable kid.
Chance to bunt. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be 1-1 now. So you want to take a guess what position she plays in basketball? Do you know?
Oh, I know nothing about basketball. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
She plays defense.
Oh.
No matter where she is on the court, she's playing defense.
Oh, I bet.
She's a defensive specialist in basketball. She's an excellent player. So that pitch is low, and Paige with lunch. She's got to slide in. She's there, nice and easy. And that ball went. She's going to go. She's going to go. She's got plenty of time unless she's got an arm. Nope. She's all the way around to third.
Nice.
So Paige with some heads-up running.
Yep.
And some heads-up coaching from the fans.
Yeah.
Telling her to go, 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 go.
I can't help myself.
No, there were some fans over there that were yelling it too. Yeah. So nobody out with a runner on third for Triton. And that's going to hit.
Gonna hit the birthday girl.
So we got a walk and a hit by pitch, and that's got to be the first hit by pitch by this pitcher as well. So now the coach has got to come out and have a chat.
Yep.
Team's got to gather. So all right. So what was the best advice you ever got in a situation like this? What was the best thing that a coach ever said when they came out to the mound to put you on the spot?
That's
your father didn't tell you to.
Your
father didn't tell you to prepare for this, did he?
No, definitely not. We didn't have many chats in the circle because we didn't really have many innings like this. Not to like brag or anything.
Right. Yeah. No. But you didn't. Yeah.
Our not my senior day. When I was a junior, our big game against North Reading wasn't from a coach. It was from my catcher Faye. It was the last out that we were about to make, and she called time to kind of tell me to calm down because she knew that I was super excited, and we knew we were about to win. But she was like, "You need to, dial in and get this next batter out." And she said, "You have 2 strikes, and we can win this whole entire thing." And I was like, "You're right." And she was like, "Can you do it?" And I was like, "Yes." And then Bridget Sheehan made the play to first, and it was all over. So that's definitely memorable.
So fantastic. Yeah. And where is she now? Was she Faye Pecos? Where is she?
She's at UMass Amherst.
Oh, nice.
Along with her sister.
Oh, good for her. Good for them. All right. Not playing softball, though, I imagine? Yeah.
No.
So, Oldoni at the plate. That's going to be low. 2 on, still no out. And Oldoni has had a double and a single tonight, so she's been on base every time she's come up.
Yeah.
So let's see her get a little knock here and tie this thing up. And that's a shot.
Oh,
shoot. And that's going to double up Paige Levitt at third because she started going on the hit because it looked like it was going to get past the shortstop. But instead, in one swing, we go from runners on second and third, no outs, to just a runner on second and 2 down, and Izzy Reiniger coming to the plate now.
Yep.
Izzy, the senior, she's due. She's due for a good hit here.
Yep.
It's going to be a bit low. Izzy, I know, was out on an infield, a ball to, I think, the pitcher or the second baseman her first time up. I don't remember what she did. Her second time up, she was a strikeout looking. Remember that was
oh, yeah.
just a great pitch.
Right.
That she was just not ready for. So she's definitely due for something here.
Yep.
Off her foot, looked like. Again, she leads the team in walks, but really this pitcher has only given up one the entire game. So
yeah, that's super impressive.
That's low, and that's low for real this time.
Yep. So now she's 3-0, I think.
She had the one that she had fouled it off her foot.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yep. That's a pitch to hit.
Beautiful
she lets someone
pitch.
go by. It's going to be a full count. Just got to get a little something here. Triton on the board this inning, 4-3, bottom of the fourth. A little bit low. She's going to walk.
Nice.
There's your queen of walks right there.
Yep.
She gets the second one of the inning issued by the Ipswich pitcher. Now we got 2 on again. Now we got Kyla Story at the plate, I think, right?
Yep.
Yep. Who's been having a good game. Made that great play from the field.
Yep.
In the top half of this inning, and she
Nice.
hits one, and if that one is just get by her, and it's going to be by her,
nice.
and that's going to score 2. Reiner's going to come all the way around. Kyla Story with a double.
Beautiful.
Clears the bases, takes the lead for the first time in the game for Triton, 5-4.
Awesome.
I think, honestly, that the ball was in the sun. If you look
Yeah,
at the way the
honestly.
sun is, this,
Yeah.
I don't think that center fielder really had much of a chance.
Nope.
That was going to be a tough play no matter what. Caroline Spencer there in center field for Ipswich.
What's great about this team, Triton, is that the games that I've watched them play, they can all do such great, timely hits. It's one thing to have, have a great hit, but it doesn't really count unless you hit them, when it actually counts. And this team can definitely respond.
There's a little flare, and that's going to end the inning. And I will say, Izzy Reiniger's walk was important, too, because she was on a full count. She takes the walk, and then because Kyla Story's hit was deep enough, she was fast. Of course, Izzy Reiniger's fast. She was able to come around all the way around and score.
Right.
And the other thing, so Triton has hit the ball to the wall
Yep.
a few times now, and I want to say that other one was a home run
my
by Haley
God,
Harris.
definitely.
It was just, the magical foul over there.
Yeah.
So Triton's hit the ball hard, but I still want to see one go out of the park.
I know.
Yeah. So, Izzy Oldoni getting a little advice from Bob Lathrop out here. Wants to know what the scoreboard says. Wants to see the replay. We need the big screen out here for everybody to see. So, so we got a lot of notes on these players. A lot of multi-sport players out here. We mentioned Izzy Oldoni. Natalie Indigaro is a field hockey player as well.
Yep.
Haley plays volleyball and is in the theater and sings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how about
awesome.
that? Yeah. And Grace, that must be Grace Romine.
Yep.
Her name is not Rage. I think she plays for Rage in
Yeah,
Salisbury.
she plays for Rage.
She's a volleyball player as well. And then Kyla is a basketball player. And then it says Mallory Johnson plays for the Hurricanes in Salem. So you said you played for a team. Was it in Salem or
Salem,
no?
yep.
You did.
Mallory, Kyla, and me all play out of Northeast Hurricanes in Salem.
Okay. So Cassidy Smith now up. She has walked and struck out today. So we'll see how Grace handles her. Strikeout on her last at-bat. She's going to hit that one right back to Grace. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Awesome.
Let's see more of that. 5-3 here in the top of the fifth. Triton's managed to score at least a run an inning.
Yeah.
2 in that last inning to finally take a lead. Now they just need to settle down, get some outs. Romine on the mound. Great pitch. Calling that a strike. Yep. It's Friday night. Umpire's like, okay, let's go. Let's move this game along now. Anything close is a strike.
Yeah.
Sun's out. We're ready to have fun. That one's a bit inside.
Yeah.
So you unfortunately didn't get a senior night.
Nope.
But you had a team that was so heavy on seniors the year before.
Yeah.
It probably felt like, there was a that's a nice little shot to the second baseman, scooped by Reiniger, throw to McKendry.
Yeah.
That's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, with our senior night, not mine, but the girls before me who graduated in 2019, I've been playing with them since we've been in like 3rd, 4th grade, so it felt like my own senior night, even though it was for them. Definitely an emotional night.
And then, who were the others would have been seniors on your team?
It would have been me, Eve and Faye, the catcher and the right fielder, and then Kelly Sharkey, who was the occasional right fielder.
Okay. So that senior class was a lot smaller than the one before you and even this one, which has 5 seniors. So.
Yeah.
All right, so Maya Williams steps in. I think this might be the first. Oh, no, she was hit by a pitch, and she had a single earlier today. One of a couple girls hit by a pitch.
Yeah.
And Maya Williams is just a sophomore as well. So this is such a young team for Ipswich.
It really is. Which is great for that program. They're going to have great years to come.
Well, hopefully we'll be sitting right here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm not going anywhere.
Nope,
told Bob if he wants to renew the contract, I'll be here. As long as I have Eric with me next to me, because I cannot. Last game was. That's a nice strike.
That is a beautiful pitch.
Yeah, last game was brutal. We lost track of the score pretty early, and I just couldn't. Were we close? We're close. Yeah. All right. Makes all the difference in the world, though.
Right.
So thank you, Mr. Gunder. Swing right up the middle. Nice stab. Romine throws to first.
Holy cow.
That's going to end the inning. So that's the first 1-2-3 inning of the game, coming right after Triton takes the lead 5-3.
Nice.
So, 2 excellent defensive innings in a row.
Yeah.
They shut him down when they had a girl at third and only one, and no outs, and they only gave up. They gave him no runs in that inning, including the play at the plate by Kyla Story into Haley Harris, and then just now, just a 1-2-3. That's beautiful.
Yep.
That's the momentum innings. You need to just sort of to start to run away with it here. So 5-3 going into the bottom of the 5th.
And those 1-2-3 innings too give the batters coming up so much confidence too. And
it should be it's towards the top of the order. I don't remember who made the last out last time. So we got Indigaro coming up first. Natalie Indigaro coming up first, followed by Haley Harris and then Olivia Kirakopoulos.
Nice.
Some good batters coming up.
Yep.
And Eric just pointed out to me there were 5 batters in the 3rd inning, 5 batters in the 4th inning for Ipswich, and then just 3 batters this last inning. That's the way you want to progress, just start shutting them down.
Yep.
So
beautiful throw.
So let's see Natalie get things going for us here.
Yep.
So she hasn't been on base yet. An infield hit that to the shortstop, and then she popped it up to third base.
Oh, beautiful inside pitch, but he's not going to call it.
Yeah, I don't want to say he's all over the place. I can't see as well as he can. He's right there.
Yeah.
His strike zone, his plate. He's doing his job.
Good
That
stop
was
by the
definitely
catcher,
low.
too. Nice.
Pitch to hit, and is that fair?
That's
that is
fair. Sending her.
Fair ball.
Beautiful.
Going to go to
that
second.
Should be a double.
Natalie with a stand-up double. She's going to stay right there.
Beautiful.
Good lead-off double to get things going for Triton. Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
And hopefully Haley and Allie can trade places.
All right, Haley Harris, knock this thing out of the park.
Right.
Here. Let's have a home run.
Right.
Let's get it going. She missed by just only a little bit.
Just a hair.
She knows she wants it. This pitcher's got to be a little nervous. That's low. I don't think Natalie's going to go for third. Why take yourself off the base path?
Yeah.
With no outs.
Right.
I mean, it's only a 5-3 game. So Harris with the double and the single, and that one's going to be foul. 1-1 now.
She definitely does a really good job protecting the plate every time she's up there. Never lets a good pitch go by. corrected.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that was. But we've seen she's a pull hitter.
Oh yeah.
And that ball was a little outside. Maybe she didn't want to waste one there.
Right.
She certainly had a strike to give. So that's her pitch.
Yep.
Just got a little bit under it.
Yeah. With hitters like Haley, you either gotta pinch the inside quarter or send it all the way outside. Because hitters like Haley will just take a lot of advantage over the nice, pretty ones hitting the outside corner.
That one's a little bit low, but she manages to golf around on it.
Yep.
Stays alive in there. That's what she did the last inning, too.
Yep.
Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. Finally hit that double. So.
Yeah.
Bottom of the fifth, 5-3 Triton. One on, nobody out. 5-4, sorry. That's
nice,
a shot,
and
that's going to score. Now it's going to be
she's
6-4. She's going to be in with a stand-up double again. 3-hit game for
Trade
Haley Harris.
That's
what
almost
you said.
I called that.
That's exactly what you said. Let's have them trade places. Really nicely done. Kirakopoulos now. Let's do the same thing again. And here comes the pinch runner again.
Yep. You've got Olivia up to the plate? Yep.
Yeah. Not too many lefties on this team, actually.
Nope.
I think she might be the only one.
Yeah, I think so. It's always nice for a pitcher.
A little bit low. Oh, she's going to go. It's going to be close at third. Nope, she's going to come
She's
back.
safe at two, though. That one's there.
Ooh. That couldn't have felt very good, and that base didn't give that time.
Definitely not.
So I'm going to say that's a little bit of an error on number 15 on Ipswich. She should have covered the second base a little quicker.
Right.
Seeing that it could be a play at second. So.
Right.
Kirakopoulos now sees the second pitch. A little bit high. So 2-0 on Olivia. That's a little bit of sort of a bunt single that she may get there in time. That was awfully close.
Look close.
Out at first. Runner advances. That's the first out of the inning.
Both pitchers, or I should say all three, Grace, Mallory, and this Ipswich pitcher are all very great defensively on the mound.
They have played really well. Yeah. So 6-4 now for Triton in the bottom of the fifth. Runner on third, just the one out. And Grace Romine, that's going to drop, no doubt. It's going to drop. It's going to score another run. And she's going to go all the way into second, standing up. That's the third stand-up double of the inning.
Beautiful.
That's what we were talking about, string a bunch of hits together.
Yep.
And she's going to get a pinch runner as well.
Paige love it again.
Paige coming back out.
Once they get into the rhythm, they're pretty unstoppable. They just gotta they gotta stay in that groove.
So most of the JV games they're not played at the same time as the varsity games, right?
Usually not, no.
So you've been able to see this team the whole season then?
Almost,
nice.
Yeah. I make as many as I can.
Nice. Gabby McKendry at the plate now, with Paige Levitt, the pinch runner, at second. Just the one out.
That was a beautiful pitch.
Gabby looks at a nice pitch, says, nope, not my pitch. I want a different one.
Looks like we have 4 2019 season Triton alums today. Grace McGonigal over there with Emily Carvelis, me, and then Kelly Sharkey behind the plate. I should say behind the fence.
Behind the fence, watching the game.
Yeah,
nice.
4 of us.
Nice, very nice.
Great.
Excellent. Yeah, it's good support. Like I said, a lot of fans out here,
right.
And it's a beautiful day for it.
Definitely.
So McKendry unfortunately pops out to the catcher, and that's the second out of the inning. And now we're back at the top of the order with Izzy Aldoni. And a discussion with the ump. Not sure what they're talking about there. Triton's coach unhappy about something, but here we go. Izzy's up. And Izzy pops one up. That'll be to the pitcher who's going to make the catch. So Triton scores 2 to extend the lead now. 7-4, right?
Yep.
Yay, I'm getting the scores right. Second game of the season, starting to get in the groove. 7-4 Triton going into the top of the 6th inning. So just a couple more chances here for Ipswich. And Triton looks so great in the last couple innings in the field. So if they can lock it down here, that would be fantastic.
Yep. Always nice to win a senior night.
Yes. And there have been some tough ones this year.
Yeah.
We've called a couple of senior nights for soccer and for volleyball. And we must have done basketball, although I can't remember it. But, yeah.
Looks like they're putting Maddie Jakes in at third to swap out Mallory, give her a little break.
Izzy Oldoni coming back out to center field. Everybody else in the field looks like they're in the same spots, right?
Yep.
Yep. So a new third baseman, but otherwise the same lineup out here in the field for Triton. Grace Romine and a Haley Harris. The battery as we go into the top of the 6th. And coming up for Ipswich is going to be Maddie Richard, who's the senior captain. She reached on an error last time, so we'll see what happens this time. I think that was the error that Izzy made.
Oh, yeah.
At second, yeah. First pitch was low.
Nice
Second
inside pitch.
Almost looked like she kind of went for it, but I guess
I hesitated a little bit.
Yeah. So Grace not afraid to come inside, but now she's got to put it right over the plate and get some strikes going here. There you go. And the umpire in first on the first base side tries to make a little soccer play on the ball. Does not succeed. Slides by, so.
Nice.
Swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout. Nice. That's Romine's second or third strikeout.
Something like that.
It's her third, yeah. She's been super effective since she's come in.
Definitely.
Batting now is Maddie De La Monica, also a senior captain. Low and inside on that one. I'm sorry, take that back. Maddie De La Monica, just a junior. The only junior captain on this team. That's got to be wrong, because she told me where she was going to school next year, so that doesn't make any sense. It's a misprint. Something's a misprint. Oh.
Another beautiful inside pitch by Grace.
That's a shot right to Kyla Story.
Oh,
great
beautiful.
throw. Fantastic arm. Great throw from Kyla Story right over to Gabby McKendry. Second out of the inning.
Kyla is phenomenal at second base. Like a mini Bridget Sheehan.
And smooth, there was no question about it.
Oh,
there was,
yeah.
Scooped her right up and really great play.
Yep.
Like a mini Bridget Sheehan. That's funny. Yeah. All right, so Alex Culinari back at the plate for Ipswich. She walked her last time up. That was one of the last walks that that Mallory Johnson gave up. That's a strike, right?
Guess not.
Okay.
Look good to me.
Keep throwing that pitch, though.
I know.
Keep throwing that pitch. A little bit low that time.
Yeah.
I think she's at 3-0 now. Yep.
Yeah.
So, again, she walked last inning. I'm guessing this girl is not going to swing at the next two pitches no matter what.
Nope.
Which, honestly, I wouldn't do if I was her.
Yeah,
so,
me either.
Force Grace to put it over the plate. She did on that one, yeah.
Nice.
So we'll make up call there. We'll take it. Now the count is accurate.
Framework.
All right, let's go. That's a pop, and that's
by Maddie
getting
Jakes.
me an out. So Maddie Jakes comes into the game, makes an out, the third out of the inning. It's for the second time this game. Ipswich goes down 1-2-3, and they're only going to have one more chance at the plate. Yep. Trailing now 7-4, and let's see it extended a little bit. How about we make it 14-4? That would be good. No, you don't want to. No, because see, Mr. Gunders was like, no. 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down would be good for me. Don't need to see any more of this. So yeah, I understand. It's you got the hard job over there. We have the easy job here. So you must keep in touch with a lot of the players from the last couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It was just such a great group of girls, and we all always told each other it was just such an unforgettable season. So. It was a bond we'll never lose.
That's great. No, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're staying close by, so it's easy to see them going to Salem State. So what are you going to be studying at Salem State?
Secondary education with a focus in history.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
And why history?
I thought I was good at it in high school, so
Okay.
I figured do something that you're good at.
Is there a Triton history teacher you want to call out as being particularly influential?
Sure. Coach Mack was pretty influential to me.
Okay.
He was my junior year history teacher, something like that. Yeah. And he's the wrestling coach here, too.
Nice. All right. They have had – has he been the wrestling coach for a while?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, that team.
That team's incredible.
And so credit to him because that team year after year after year is just so good. So, all right. Izzy Reiniger at the plate. That's got to be low. Yep, it is. She walked her last time up. She walked and really set things up her last time up because she ended up being the go-ahead run. In the 4th inning. That one's high. But she walked on a full count after having looked at a pitch during that count and looked at a third strike her time before that, but had the guts to take that pitch and got herself on base and scored the go-ahead run. That one's low, and she just walked again. So second walk of the game for Izzy Reiniger. She does now. She really leads. She had 11 coming into the game.
Now
so
she's at
even
what,
more.
like 13, 14?
At least. So Kyla Story now at the plate with that big double last time she was up. Chance to do something loud here again. That's inside the strike.
Pitch.
That's a strike that they like.
Yeah.
Cracks it, but it's just going to be foul. She has 2 singles and a double tonight, Kyla Story. So she's been on base every time she's been up.
Yep.
Some solid hits every time.
Yeah.
But she has an 0-2 count right now on her. Can't let anything easy by you like that. Got to foul that pitch away because that could have been the way this is going.
Right.
That could be a strike. Nobody out. Izzy at first. Ball's low. Izzy's going to second.
She's in
there
there
easily. So Izzy gets herself to scoring position. And what did you say about swapping places?
Trade places.
Let's see it again. 1-2 pitch now on Kyla. That one was high, but not by much. Not by much.
Good eye.
Oh, she's got to take that one. Now the pitcher's got to be going nuts because those were 2 beautiful pitches.
Yeah.
And instead it's a full count now.
And with good hitters like that, you got to hit those corners. And she's hitting them, but he's not giving her any.
And that time it's going to be stroked right to center field, but it's going to go over her head. Again to the fence, and again they're going to, what'd you say it was?
Trade places.
Fantastic. Keep saying it because that drives in another run and gives us an 8-4 lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
I think Kyla. I'm not Kyla. Who's it? Maddie Jakes. She can swap places too.
Yeah, it's her first step out of the game too. Came in to replace Mallory Johnson at third. Made it out in the last, or caught the ball for an out.
Hit her? Yep.
Oh, yep. So never even got a chance to swing the bat. Just got hit by a pitch. So that's a lot of respect. So the pitcher respected her so much. Didn't even want to let her try and swing it. I'm just going to hit her and, let her go. So up now is Natalie Indigaro, and she strokes one out to right field. That's definitely going to score 1, maybe 2. Here's the throw in to the first baseman. She's going to send her in, throw to the plate, not even going to try it. So Natalie with another double. I think she had one the last time she was up, trading places with Kyla Story.
Yep.
This time she does the same, gets herself out on the second, drives in 2 runs. We have a 9-4 game now.
Beautiful.
This is the extension I was talking about. Just
yeah.
You know, blow this open.
Hello.
That's a shot, but it's foul. Look out for that dog and that lady. Ooh. Hits the tree into the bushes. All right.
All right, Haley, let's see a home run. We've been begging for one all game.
We got to see one go out of the park.
Just not into center field.
Yeah, we had that happen in one of your games. Yeah, where the ball came almost right where that microphone is. Yeah, that's a good pitch.
Finally called that one a strike.
That is a good pitch. Yeah, that pitcher's like, why wasn't I seeing that on the last batter? Oh. So Harris with a double, a single, and a double in this game. And that's high. It's too short to go out, but it's going to be hard to play. And it's going to be dropped. So she's going to end up reaching on an error. She'll be back at second base again. Second inning in a row. Harris ends up at second. And here comes her pinch runner.
Izzy Reiniger, our second baseman, was always my designated pinch runner. Just a great heads-up player.
She's kind of fast.
Oh, she's incredible.
Yeah. So Olivia Kirakopoulos to the plate, which we don't need to see the number or the batting order to know it's her.
Right.
That's going to be low. So is it just the 1 out or no outs? I've lost track of the outs this time.
I think it's none. I could be wrong.
I think it's no outs, yeah. No outs. Here we go.
Great inning from the Vikes.
That's a great pitch to hit. She fouls it off, though. 2 runners on, scoring position, no outs. Olivia to 1-1 pitch. Chance to really, really blow this game open.
Nice.
And she strokes it right out to center. Going to be caught. Going to tag from third. Runner goes home. Nice and easy. 10-4.
Nice play with that center fielder, though.
That was a good play, yeah. Well, she had the one go over her head earlier, so it kind of made up for it right there. That's the first out of the inning. And Romine coming to the plate now.
Yep.
And yeah, like somebody yelled from the dugout, Olivia Kirakopoulos gets the RBI there, so that's a good play.
Yep.
That's going to be a shot to their shortstop. She can't handle it. Runner's going to go to third. Again, girl reaching on an error, keeping this inning alive.
Yep.
Now I got to say, the infield that played behind you, Bridget Sheehan would not have missed that. She would have flipped it right to who was your second baseman?
Emily Carvelis.
And it would have gunned over to Mia at first. And it would have bam, bam, bam every time.
I was lucky I never had any worries behind me.
Gabby McKendry at the plate now. She sees a nice strike, fake throw to second, no throw at all. Now we got runners second and third again, just the 1 out. So Gabby McKendry's had a pretty solid night. Hit by a pitch, came all the way around to score earlier. Lays down the bunt, doesn't quite get it down. It's going to be foul. It's 11. 4-11. So we're checking the score now up here. We think it might be 11. That can happen when big innings like this.
Yeah.
Gabby McKendry, perfect hit out to center, and it's going to be deep enough. They're not going to be able to do anything about the 2 runners, so she's going to empty the bases with a nice little single. So she'll drive in 2, and we think we're at 14 or 13-4.
Right.
I asked for 14. We're up to 13. There's only 1 out. We got Izzy Oldoni back up at the plate. Let's get this one to happen here.
I'm feeling a home run.
Oh, so was Izzy, but she came around on it. Izzy played a second. They're not going to be able to turn 2, though. Izzy's in there safely. So McKendry knocked down at second, but Izzy gets to first. 2 outs now. Izzy Reiniger at the plate.
See if she gets another walk.
Yeah, I was just going to say, can she walk again? Can she get her 3rd walk of the game? We'll see what happens here. That one's going to be a really nice pitch. Really nice pitch. That's a pitch to hit, and she does. Strokes it out to center field. There's the throw. Going to go all the way around. Izzy Oldoni's got the wheels. She's there easily. So we got Izzy's at the corners. We're ready to go. Kyla Story at the plate. This is what you want.
Yep.
This is what you want as Triton. You want Izzy's on the corner and Kyla at the plate. That was a nice hit, too. And, you know, it almost felt like she'd been waiting to make that hit all night.
Yeah.
She saw that pitch so many times. Oh, that was a mistake at third, but she's safe. Wow.
Huh.
Izzy Oldoni, that was close.
That was very close.
Coach is saying, why'd you go so far? Next time, going to give me a heart attack if you do that. All right, so Kyla Story. Let's not take the bat out of her hands.
Nope.
Good pitch. In there for a strike. She's had quite the night, Kyla Story.
Definitely.
2 doubles and 2 singles. So she's a 4-hit game already for Kyla Story. I don't know how many RBI she's got, but that average is going through the roof.
Nice.
There's a shot. It's going to be foul.
A lot of fouls towards the left side today.
So this pitcher is giving them pitches inside to hit.
Yep.
And they're hitting them. They're just pulling them a little bit too much. So 2 strikes on Story now, though, with 2 outs. And that's a shot, and it might go over the. No, nice catch. Nice catch out in left field. And that's going to end the inning. So we're going to go into the top of the 7th, 13-4. 13-4.
Nice.
Bob Lathrop checks on us, says, "Yep, I've heard you say the score wrong so many times. I'm not letting that happen again." So 13-4, excellent. This is exactly what we wanted.
Right.
You can see Grace come out and just totally shut down this inning. That would be fantastic. So I want to, again, recognize the crew because I know it's a Friday night, and so for the students to come out and give up their Friday night to be out here with us, I really appreciate it. So again, Ben Javerin and Parker Hertigan sharing the directing responsibilities tonight. Kyla McClellan and Jake LaFrance as our camera operators. And again, thanks to Bob for being here on a Friday night's call a game. And we're back, I believe, on Monday when they play Newburyport. Like I said, it's always a rivalry game with Newburyport, no matter what sport. Maybe not as much with softball over the years, but certainly with everything else.
Looks like they have a catcher change, too. We have Skylar Colburn behind the plate. She's a freshman. Pretty good kid. She has a really nice throw down a second, which we'll see in a second.
And she has her own gear. That's how we can tell when there's a catcher change.
Oh, yeah.
So, different set of gears. So we have any changes out in the field, too, as well, that we can see?
Nope. No, not that I can see.
Not immediately, yeah. Grace Romine still at the plate. So now Annabelle Morris, she's got, now this girl has done some damage tonight. A double, a single, and then a bunt single for Morris for Ipswich. So let's see how Grace handles her. Gives her a pitch to hit, and it's a strike. Nice. Grace has 3 strikeouts at least on the night. She's really kind of come in and settled things down really well for Triton.
Yep. That's a shot, but it's going to go foul.
And that tells you that Grace's fastball is fast enough to get almost by her.
Yeah.
You know, if she's fouling it off like
Right.
that, she's, they're not pulling around on her pitches at all.
Nope.
So this is Annabelle Morris. This is their pitcher, Morris. So she wants some revenge after that last inning. So
Definitely.
yeah, but again, a freshman, and so I'm going to say it a bunch of times this game. But these 2 teams will be kind of fun to watch.
Definitely.
Over the course of the next few years because so much young talent.
Yeah. Oh, got her.
Wow. She knew the minute she started to swing that she did not want to be swinging.
Yep.
4th strikeout now, I believe, for Grace Romine. So she's having an excellent game on the mound. Lexi James now at the plate. And I know you said you want, what's our catcher's name again?
Skylar Coburn.
Skylar Coburn. I know you said you wanted to see her arm, but I'm not so sure I do. Let's see
Oh,
1, 2,
yeah,
3.
No.
Yeah. This is their 3rd baseman who's had a decent game.
Yeah.
She struck out last time she was up, though. And that's going to be right
So
to Kyla Story.
So
Nicely done. Fantastic. Fantastic. 2 outs now. 2 outs. Triton one out away here from getting their 6th win of the season and move over 500. Set themselves up for a good game against Newburyport on Monday.
Yep.
Rowan Galanis at the plate. Foul tips it back. Yeah, Kyla did look pretty effortless making that throw to first. Well done. And Gabby McKendry with just solid play at first. You know?
Right.
No errors over there, no mistakes.
Nope.
It's nice. It's going to be foul. 2 strikes on her now. She had a bunt, single, a double, and she was hit by the pitch last time she was up. So I think that was the only hit by pitch by Grace the whole night.
Oh,
and that's a strike 3 called looking, and that's going to be the game, I believe, right? There we go.
I believe so.
Fantastic. So a 13-4 win for the Triton Vikings on senior night. You got to love it on senior night. And they really came alive. You know, this game started off shaky for Triton, no question.
Yeah.
With that first inning and a couple runs for the Tigers, but then they just steadily scored a run every inning until they could suddenly blow it all up and and just get those hits. What'd you call it in trading places? They kept doing that and really took it to the Tigers. So an excellent win for the Triton Vikings.
Definitely.
I don't have any of the stats on who had what kind of a night, other than to say I think Kyla Story had a fantastic. Kyla Story and Haley Harris with just some really great hitting tonight, and Grace Romine, who came in relief and really settled things down, and with at least 3, maybe 4 strikeouts, called strike at the end. Just a really excellent play all the way around by her on the mound. And Mallory Johnson, after that first inning, she really settled down.
Yeah.
And then she only gave up the 1 run after that, and a couple times she got out of a jam. So really good work by Mallory Johnson as well to start off for Triton. So Catherine, what do you think? You enjoyed watching the game from up here?
It's so different. It's crazy. I loved it. I loved every second of it, though.
We didn't get a home run, though.
No, didn't get a home run.
Okay. All right, so we'll
Next
promise
time.
next time there has to be a home run for you.
Right.
So excellent. And I think we're going to call the game on Monday. We'll do the game on Monday against Newburyport, and then it's into the postseason. Everybody's in the postseason. Who knows what's going to happen after that?
Right.
And school's basically out, so this is such a crazy time of year. But again, thank you to the whole VTV crew. Thank you to Salisbury Community Television for giving us the truck. Thank you, Eric Gundrum, for keeping us honest with the stats. And thank you, Catherine. This was so much fun.
Thank you for having me. I had a blast.
Excellent. All right, thanks. Till next time.
Yep.